Bet it's octopus. Oh, it's McJolly. Mate, you're literally about to eat food. And you're also still psychotically wandering, so... I'm actually really impressed that while they're psychotically wandering, they are getting themselves food. I noticed it yesterday and I had never seen it before, because usually they just psychotically wander until they become catatonic or like pass out or whatever. Or they resolve whatever their problem is, right? But these guys aren't doing that. They're actually feeding themselves, which is kind of a surprise. Alright. I have one caravan animal there. How is that merging going? Mantis is in here. Some of this has been moved. Wood does look a little bit better, but I don't see it being that great. I kind of want to make like one square and be like, this is where the wood is allowed to be, and just see them just condense the fuck out of that pile. I'm like I almost want to do that, but I just kind of feel like my people wouldn't do it properly. Like, I kind of want to condense a lot of this space and be like, okay, nothing's allowed in here for a minute, and then be like, this one row is allowed to be whatever. Who is being affected? Forming a caravan, leading them to exit. Okay, well, while we've got a bunch of people that are doing the whole caravan dealio, you're harvesting a strawberry plant. Can I actually just pop this? I don't really want to use the second one. I don't really want to use the one that we've got. The only one that we've got. But if I can keep most of my colonists from being in a pissy fit, which, by the way, there's only like 6 people that are orange here. Obviously, this caravan is a different matter. There's like at least 4 reds here. So a lot of people are kind of pissed off. But yeah, aside from that, also a lot of the wood is catching fire. Guys. Out of all the maps that I'm ever on, you guys are always like, oh my god, this whole place is our home, let's clean the shit out of it. No, the wood is actively on fire. Fix that shit. Like, just stop the burning, because otherwise we're going to lose all the medical stuff and then all the berries and crap that we're going to harvest. But yeah, basically the closer this one gets, it's getting pretty close. In another couple of tiles, I'd like them to harvest the berries and then harvest, like, start hunting the animals, hopefully before the caravan arrives. So when the caravan arrives, they can automatically pick up. I can probably send 1 or 2 of these back. Mind you, Eddie and Ellie are both miners, so I kind of do want them here. But out of the group that's here, if Falcon's a miner, Odd, all of them are. Abba is, Armadillo, Star. Star is, are you a miner, or have you got the skills because you were doing nothing else? Hold on. They have all the skills because they wouldn't do anything, so I made them do everything. And now they have skills. Cool. Alright, well, you can definitely stay with the group. What about Regal? Kimmy, I'm not going to deal with that at this location, huh? I don't know how long ago the save was, but Kimmy giving up at this location. I don't have a prison, and she's our doctor. So let's see if we can just have her pig out or break something or insult someone instead. Because she's still going to snap. I'm pretty sure... I think I saved pretty recently. I didn't check the time. I only check it. Okay, exhaustion, starvation. So McJolly must have just had their snap meal. Yeah. Actually, McJolly looks like they're out of it. No, they're still in it. Sorry, it's just the right color for the room. You can't fucking tell that it's blue. It's fine. Okay. I see Frankie and Tackles is on their way out. There goes the Psychic Soothe. What's going on outside of the planet? Okay, so I wouldn't have set them up for here. I need you guys to deal with the fire though. Now that I know that there's a fire going on here. I need you guys to work on this. Yep, there is in fact a fire. Go work on that. Now the other caravan is not going to take very long to get here. I must have saved after I unclicked all of the trees. So yeah, not that long ago. Okay. I wouldn't mind them hunting the animals, but the animals do expire very quickly. So I'll wait with that one. I wonder if they made those benches yet. Nope. I can think it was steel and wood. You can't do construction. Red is one of our best crafters. I'm seeing most of my people down here are the good ones for that. You can do construction. I know you're making a prosthetic leg, but when you finish that, can you work on these two? If you're bringing in wood, you'll mostly get that finish. So that's fine. Falcon's no longer in a fight. Oh, sorry. They're no longer in a fire starting spree. They're now in a punch-up. Cool beans. I guess we need a couple of these beds to be healing beds. Cool beans. Please don't pass out in the fire. Have your punch up and walk away. No longer socially fighting. Good. Great job. I can hear something chittering at me. I don't know how I feel about that. What was that? Was there a squirrel? There's a bunny. 2 bunnies, in fact. I didn't know they made that noise in here. Now, Sass is leading a muffalo to the exit. And you're in that caravan, aren't you? So that's Pigeon. And where are the animals? The animals look like they're all down with them. Odd's having a sad wander. Are you in a caravan? No, you're in this caravan. That's okay. If he's sad wandering, he's at least firefighting. I didn't know that they could firefight while they're sad wandering. I am deeply impressed by this. This is not something I've ever actually noticed them do. Is feed themselves and put out fire. I kind of thought when they're sad wandering, they just like ignore all their like life requirements. It is raining, so a lot of this is getting put out, which is good. But yeah, they have cut down a lot of wood. I don't need to take 4,000 wood with us. I will if we can fit it, but I don't want to overload them because I've got 3 locations to go to. So it'd be great if my other caravans could get out here. I think my other caravans are going to have to meet us at the next location. It's not really what I wanted, but I need them to move from this location. Like, I kind of actually want to send this lot to the further one. The only reason why I want to send them to the further one is it will take them a few days to get there. When they're in the caravan, they should calm down. It's usually what happens. They'll feed themselves, they'll rest, if they can rest. And then when they arrive at the next location, they'll be like a bit better. But by keeping it nearby, my caravans that are coming down should get to us, like, should pack up and get to us. That's the point. Today's an insulting spree. Fine. The other thing too is I did want to make sure that we had enough people for whatever hostiles. There goes Dan's caravan. He must have been just on the cusp there. That would be Sass. Alright. There's another caravan going out. Jesus Christ, this is tiny. Who's the next group that we're walking to the edge? I saw another caravan packing up to go. No? Okay, it might have just been Dan's. I thought maybe. Alright, let's see. Caravan's not really that well packed yet. Also has 23 animals in it, so I'm not thrilled about that. That's getting high. And this one's got 38. That's even worse. Alright, hold on. Who broke up? Amir and E. Amir told E that it'd be best if they see other people. Amir and E are no longer in a relationship. Oh, she's changing her name back. That's going to be a bit easier to keep an eye on you. Although Amir and E are both my people, my originals, I don't think he's going to be thrilled to have been broken up with. What's your social look like? Ex-wife, you've got friends. Everybody's friends with silverware. Everybody wants to be with silverware. Where did she go? Amia. Okay, you've got ex-husband. You've got acquaintances. You have acquaintances. You don't have friends. Where's your friends? Oh man. I like Amia. I understand her. You actually have friends though. Wow, I had never noticed that one of my colonists is just like, yeah, no, I don't need friends. Fuck that shit. Regals in a daze. Is anybody else like that? Frankie's caravan's now on the move too. Yes. That's 2 caravans out. I could merge them, but I just want them to keep moving. I don't give a shit. They can keep moving. It's got 2 days worth of food. They've got 43 days worth of food. That one's got 13 days worth of food. They will feed the caravan that is here once they arrive. I was gonna say I don't know where the animals are. Then I remember they don't have animals here. It's fine. Who is freaking out? Dally. Dally is stressed, but they're leaving Muffalo to caravan spot. I don't want Dally to have a mental break, but that caravan hasn't really been packed. How many more are going out for this caravan? I don't know which one's his, but if it's not getting packed, there's a fair chance that the people in it are not packing it. Some could go. It would be nice to have another good shot, but let's send Skizzer. He was in this before. He does melee and intellectual and stuff, but not really much else. He can do small medical. He says he's incapable of doing plant work, which means he's basically not useful here. But he would be useful in a caravan. I just don't know which one they are in. Maybe I put you in 3? Where are you going? You are going to help grab animals. Which caravan is this? It's Deli's caravan. Nice. Okay, cool. So Deli's group's got 3. I'm sending a lot of people out to this fucking mining area, by the way. Unintentionally, I don't really want that many people, but at the same time, it is kind of useful for packing the caravans. I'm pretty sure Skizzer can pack. He's not incapable of dumb labor, from what I recall. But that caravan needs to get packed. This one, on the other hand, what the hell is going on with this one? I do hope that they don't leave anything in the doorway this time and let the entire caravan in to eat that harvest like they did last time. Because last time we had food in this room. They left a rice in the door, and my hungry caravan animals decided, yes, I will walk in there. Mind you, there's a fuck ton of rice next to them, so they should be okay. They should be able to reach that. Why is my lasagna fighting with my silverware? Caravans arrived at Lump. Good. Deli's in a daze. Well, that's not going to help that caravan, but I want him to stay in it because he is the medic. So, unless I swap him with McPherson. Hold on. You swap out... Where's McPherson? Hold on. Doesn't look like it's alphabetical. McPherson's generally a pretty long name, so the name kind of stands out. I could send one of the chimpanzees. There. You. Can I add you to Caravan 3, please? I know you're out here doing, like, crop shit and stuff, and that's great. But I need to have at least one medical person. I would have rather Dally. If Dally comes out of the psychotic wandering, I'll put him back in. I'm not putting fucking Tadashi in. I know he can medic, but he nearly killed, like, Dela Cruz yesterday. And I just don't need that energy in the caravan. Why is silverware down? Holy shit. This is how we lose original people. Go rescue. What's her life like? She's okay. She's mostly just bruised, and there's a lamb on her gun. So there's that. But, yeah. Lamb is out here ready to use a chain shotgun any day now. I actually don't mind the sheep in this game. They're kind of cute. They're like the most like as if they have legs kind of animal, I think. Like, a lot of the other animals look like they're just like little like snake torso-y things slithering around. Like the cats are clearly snake torsos with tails. The ducks and chickens do look mostly like actual like creatures and stuff. The cows, they're clearly torsos sliding around. But the sheep somehow look more like, specifically like the lambs and crap, look more like they've actually got legs. Like, that duck does actually look like it's got legs, looking at it. Like little nubs. But yeah, I just imagine that like most of these are just like torsos without legs, just like slithering around the map. It's not weird, especially the dromedary. Look at the dromedary. It has no like semblance of leggage. Okay. Ravenously hungry. Yeah, no, we're bringing food in for you guys. I can take you out of here, but we've got to hunt the animals. So if you guys don't mind hunting them up, and I'll put a caravan hitching spot in here, like up here somewhere. You guys can hitch that all up so that they hopefully don't get shot. And then we'll get the fuck out of this location ASAP. But a lot of them are unhappy here. Unfortunately, a lot of them are having mental breaks and crap. There's also a little orange horse that should be slaughtered, but I'll let it live at the moment because I need it for hauling capacity more than I need it dead. I could bring it home as a dead animal and it would be fine, or I could, if I'm lucky, throw it in the caravan to come home and then slaughter it once it's home. Then we get fresh horse meat. So there's that. But yeah, I need to send some of these guys home. So I'm hoping these two arrive pretty quickly. They're moving so fast. They're moving at 28 tiles a day. This one's 26 tiles a day. Like, the night is coming. I don't think that the one at the back will get there today, but the first one might. If it does, it'll be enough to turn them around. Send them back. Let's see. I'm not seeing anybody setting up to go. I imagine that must be very hard to play poop game thingy while there's a pack of animals in the way of the pole thing. It's like, see if you can get it while it's like that anyway. This is also getting disgusting in here. Trenker, mate. Instead of making kibble, can I get you to clean? No, you don't have the capacity for cleaning. Clean the storeroom, mate. I also want somebody, maybe Chaffinch, to get up in here and clean the kitchen. There we go. Alright, just try to keep it clean so we get less food poisoning. There goes Viking. And he's hauling rice. Alright. Let's see, what else is going on in here? They've been doing really good. So, like, the pemmicans stayed at, like, 3,000. The kibble has gone down to 500, but I do have a lot of kibble in the caravans. The rice is up around, like, 8,000. That's great. There's berries and all sorts of stuff just out in the paddock, so they haven't brought it all in yet. But we actually we've got a little bit of all of the food at the moment. And then we've got 500 packaged survival meals, but I do also have, like, probably 60 or more out in caravans, and we've got 3,000 simple meals, which is insane. That's a really good amount. That's at least like a good few days worth of food. And once they start processing, like the rice is now at 9,000. Once they start processing the food, making it into actual like other food and shit, like there's still so much out here. Like if I didn't have all of this limestone stuff to haul, hold on. Yeah, murderous rage. Hold on. First things first. Medical privileges go backwards. Second, nobody has a psychic shock lance, so I guess it's manual. Please don't down my whole crew. I don't think Loser's capable of that, but is he doing slaughterous or murderous? I think he's doing murderous rage, right? So he should be out here trying to kill a very specific person. Mal's having a tantrum. So, I mean, he's going to probably go destroy a lump of wood, and that's not the worst thing that could happen. But he's also Yeah, he's going to destroy some wood. That's fine. If he destroys 83 wood out of like the 3,000 wood that's here, by all means, he can have that. I just don't want you to... Okay, cool. I thought he was going to kill Mai for a second there. I'm like, he might kill her. Okay. You're hunting a hare. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can rescue you. How's your health? No immediate danger. He's fine. Yeah. That's not the worst outcome. But yeah, he lost some medical privileges over that. Murderous Rage, Slaughterer, Jailbreaker, and Sadistic Rage will all get you life privileges, like revoked a level here. They're the top ones that will do it. Obviously, I don't give a shit for tantrums unless they tantrum a lot or destroy something really important, which they do occasionally. Don't get me wrong, the game occasionally goes, hey, you know what would be really funny? Is if you don't have a generator coming into winter when you need grow rooms for food. That kind of shit. Assaulting through with Chase. Go for it, love. As soon as I get a caravan there with them, apart from the one we've already got there, we'll be fucking out of that spot and they'll be in a caravan, okay? But for right now, there's nothing I can do about that. I should also check on my prisoners, because I haven't done that for a bit. I haven't done that all night, actually. You're recruitable. Mega Scarab is ready to go. Rat's ready to go. Aurela's ready. Cheddar's not. Third Mal is. Troxo is. Bruxos is. And Sayo is. We have all but Cheddar, I think. The Cheddar and Mel, they're the only two not ready to go. Somebody in here, I know Cheddar's not, but somebody else I thought was not ready to go. But if that's the case, I'll end up with like one prisoner. So I am very cool with that if they were happy enough to get out here and get them in the colony. Alright. Honestly, next time I have a battle, I really should line up a few of the people that I don't want and put them in the front line and, like, see if they survive. Just to, like, bring the colony down a bit. Because, like, 181 was never my intention, by the way, people. I was initially like, oh, let's see if I could take an army of 200 people. Then when I got over 200, I was like, maybe let's go for 250. Over 250, might as well go for 300. I don't want to get to 400. I don't want to get to 300. That's not my intention. This is a lot of people. It's not a problem. This is actually pretty friggin' easy. But, yeah. I would like to be beyond focused of, like, maintaining food. Because at the moment, I'm mostly trying to secure food. That's the biggest problem we've had. And adding, like, 20 more people in the last fortnight has not helped. But yeah, that and balancing out my food and stuff. When we have 2 maps, I'm hoping that the next map will afford me enough space to grow and let my animals have like outdoor space like this instead of like a void that I can't use. I could build on it. I can't grow on it. I could build grow room thingies on it, like hydroponics. But I also have to be able to like use it, you know? At the moment, I'm trying to keep my hydroponic areas in spaces where my animals cannot really get to, and if they could break into it, they can only get to like 5 or 10 hydroponic bays at the most. So, yeah. I know I'm going to get a few recruits because I've got a half a dozen people in here talking to them, so I'll just wait a minute. Kit Kat's in here, Lily's in here, Keys is in here, Vaughn, Corpsey are coming in. I think Beta might be as well. No, she's not. Granada's. Apart from Cheddar, everybody else should join, and I might as well just wait a hot second for that. So, if I go over here. Parsons is murderous rage, mate. Recreationally starved. Really? Don't make me take your wooden foot away, mate. A lot of these people are, I don't know, in the best spot. But go for it. I will save and you guys can have a crack at him. I don't have a psychic shock lance. I'd usually down somebody that's having a whatever, right? There goes rat. Let's resave that because I don't want them to waste their time trying to recruit them. I just want to wait until I've got all of them on the list because I've got like 7 people coming up on that list. So this is going to keep happening and I might as well just be able to do it all in one hit because what's happening is, let's make sure I can still see them. So what's happening is when it's dinging and shit, I have them at the bottom here, all the way down here. And they'll change the order as they recruit and stuff. Like Irela, Rat, Sayo, but whatever order I captured them in, they should turn up in this list, right? It's not the order that they are recruited. I got even more colonists. Oh, I count my prisoners as colonists, future colonists and stuff. So just give me a hot ticket for a second. He's fine. Let me save that. So basically I counted, at the start of tonight I had 272 people and 9 prisoners, which gave me 281 colonists in total. That's kind of how I sort of looked at it. So if somebody asked me how many colonists I've got 281. So these people that are recruiting right now are counted in that 181. But if I was to say that I have 272 at the start of tonight and I've got 4 prisoners, sorry, 3 prisoners still in here. Hold on. What is it? 281 minus 3. I've got 278 colonists that are already fully recruited. Now, I still have 2 more people to recruit, and I don't know if any of the night crew are going to come in and do that straight away. Jane won't get Cheddar to do it. Check a pawn called Scheduler. Check for a pawn called Scheduler. No, I don't have one called that. I already know I don't. I know roughly all of my colonists by name and more or less what they do. Give or take, I sometimes fuck it up. But I don't have one called Scheduler. Have one crash nap later. Back online. What did I miss? Not much, Andre. Also, I'm glad you got a bit of rest. I love how earlier you're like 100% working. It's like you've had a nap. Yeah, not much has happened. I've got food. We have now, look at all this. We've got all these potatoes. We've got all of this berries. And we've even got we've got almost 10,000 rice in storage, finally. So that's really, really good. And we've still got more shit out in the paddock. So, you know, we've got that. We've got 3,100 pemmican. We have 3,000 simple meals. We've got 600 packaged survival meals. So we've got food. That's the important thing. That's the real big important thing. My caravans are taking forever to get the fuck out of my base. I'm trying to get my hauling animals to get the fuck out of here so that I can get my crops, which is why we have these, because they were out of the base beforehand. So I'm trying to do that again. I'm trying to get one more crop from summer, which should be the bottom half of the map. It should be down here, get replanted. I'm hoping to get that. And then we should have enough excess food to supply the animals with their refrigeration area, right? They should have food down here. So then they're not going for my crops. That's the hope. At the moment, if I can get them the fuck out of the base, they can go and feed themselves on this grassy patch with all this grass and random little shrubs, right? So they'll get fed, but they'll get the fuck out of my area, so I'll also get food. I'm waiting for a couple of caravans to arrive at this location. I don't know where the hell Dan is going. Mate, go back. You're too far. Oh, you would have been there already. We could have left. Well, that's risking a couple more tantrums, but I think I can wait for it. But yeah, I'm waiting for these 2 to arrive to have enough animals to pick up this caravan and reform it and move to the next lump. The next lump's a hostile lump, but I'm mostly out here trying to hunt all the animals heal the animals, send them home. So I've got food and leather, and send my caravans on. So I'm using as much as I can out here. So yeah, that's basically what's been happening. Now I've got like a bunch of the prisoners and new recruits, but I'm just waiting for the 2 caravans to arrive, and I'm just waiting for these last couple of people, because Cheddar's the only one that's not ready. She's the only one that's not ready, but the 3rd Mal and Tox is ready to go, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're all recruitable, and I'm waiting for them to just be done so that then I can just do this as a big group, because that'll be a tiny bit easier. Not that much easier, but it's a tiny bit easier. There's a name in game redeem. Oh yeah.